Dio santo. Eh sì, lui vuole essere liberato da noi, no? Che sta succedendo? Di nuovo! E basta finire a Riverside però, Proiettate in un altro corpo. Che cazzo sta succedendo qui? Che cazzo?
Dr. Colden, this man's condition is deteriorating.
What says Dr. Fuller? It's his patient, after all.
Ma quello è
He's
Fitzroy.
busy with Captain Fitzroy. He specifically asked us not to bother him when that's
Ah, ma
the
noi non
case.
controlliamo la Colden.
Of course. I'll see what I can do. Mr. Blake, can you hear me? I'm Dr.
Blake.
Colden. We'll take
Non
care of it.
Drake.
There's nothing we can do. I tried talking to him. He's catatonic.
Did you inject him with a tranquilizer?
No, Doctor. Not me, not anyone. Our stock is empty, yet again.
Again? But there was enough for the whole island.
More and more people are suffering from insomnia.
Chissà come mai tutti soffrono di insonnia.
Of course.
Any idea what this man might be undergoing?
Guardi, io non sono medico, quindi...
What can you tell me about him?
He was highly agitated an hour ago. We were about to tie him down when he fell asleep.
Ma guarda là dietro, il
10
Fitzroy è
minutes
proprio
ago, he curled up
incazzato,
into a fetal position. I thought he was waking up, but no.
What are his symptoms?
His temperature has been going down, his skin losing its color, his body rigid.
Ma sta
I
morendo.
closed his eyes myself. They were glassing over. I didn't want them to dry out, and I couldn't bear to look at the expression on his face.
You did well. Don't worry. Let's stay professional, if you will. I don't recognize him. Did he just arrive on the island?
He said he worked on the docks, but not with Captain Fitzroy. I think he works for Ms. Baker.
Who?
You know, the woman at the head of their gang.
Ah, è uno di quelli di Cat.
I see.
Do you have other questions?
Show me his file.
That's not possible.
Don't tell me Dr. Fuller has taken this file as well. We need it.
That's why I called you. This man's ailment has been hidden
E
from
che
us.
cosa sperate da me? È un miracolo.
What was he treated for?
An intoxication, I was told, after inhaling chemicals.
Vabbè.
That'll do for the time being.
Any idea what this man might be undergoing?
Very well. I'll examine him. His skin shows abnormal loss of color and seems dried out.
Vabbè.
He's totally
Cioè, nel
dehydrated.
senso, stai scoprendo le
His
cose che ci siamo
fingertips
fatti
and toes
dire.
seem to feature a slight ring under the skin.
Beh, questo forse non ce l'ha detto.
Slightly sticky. 30-year-old subject. Severe hypothermia. Erythematous papules around the eyes and eardrums. Necrosed palpebral tissue. Lord, this smell. Severe malnutrition. Swollen abdomen with traces of petechia. Doesn't seem like an edema. Slight protuberances seem to indicate the presence of a foreign body.
Foreign body?
So, Doctor, an opinion?
I'm not sure I have the necessary knowledge to treat this man.
Don't say that. You're our most worthy doctor, after
Ah,
all.
allora siete frecati.
Some of his symptoms are beyond my comprehension.
What did you find?
Beh, tutte e tre. Ragazzi, non lo so, io non ne capisco niente di medicina e anatomia. Dire che ha qualcosa nel ventre me lo squartano. Però è la cosa più interessante, oltre a quello degli arti.
In spite of the muscle contractions, his arms seem limp.
Yes. They can't have decalcified, not at this rate.
And yet, if there is a bone in this arm, it's softer than that of a newborn baby. What about his cranium?
It's soft at the touch. It does seem like the skull of a baby.
Look at these sticky rings growing at his fingertips. What can be happening?
Gli stanno venendo i tentacoli.
You have to.
Oh mio Dio.
Did you examine his abdomen? It would seem there's something inside.
He hasn't eaten in days. Are you certain it's not an edema?
No. Can't you recognize an edema? Pushing with your finger won't leave a trace. And look at these bumps.
It's not like he could be pregnant.
Whatever it is, this man has
Pregnant
something
di
inside him
Cthulhu?
that shouldn't be there. We should operate on him at once.
Dr. Fuller said not to worry, that the edema would go away by
Certo,
itself.
quando si sarà finito di trasformare in
I'm
tentacolino.
not sure Dr. Fuller is telling the truth. I see signs of hypodermoclysis, but he's still dehydrated. When was his last IV?
He's constantly under perfusion. I've even gone beyond the recommended dose to no avail. And you won't believe me, but when we bathed him earlier,
Ah,
He seemed to feel better?
yes, like he needs an aquarium, not a perfusion. But that doesn't explain his condition.
I almost don't believe it myself, but these symptoms are not those usually associated with the human species.
What do you mean? Don't tell me you believe in extraterrestrials.
negli UFO.
This poor man is from our world, all right. But his body is undergoing unnatural
Ed è per questo che
mutations,
Fitzroy è così
and this
incazzato là dietro.
transformation is killing him. His body simply can't cope.
Where could he have gotten such an infection?
I pray that it's not here.
Dr. Colden, may I know what you're doing to my patient?
Le vorrei chiedere che cosa sta
How about
facendo
what you've done to
lei.
him?
Let us calm down, my dear Marie. I don't appreciate your tone, nor your
Sempre a darci delle
insinuations.
isteriche, sto
I've done to
stronzo.
him what I do to all my patients. Provide him with the best available care.
Your imagination is without limit. It's your homemade drug again, is it not? Those people are not your guinea pigs.
There, there. What have you seen to put
L'idea
you
di
in such
avere
a
di fronte
state?
un pazzo incallito che sta gestendo l'ospedale, questo mi mette molta agitazione.
His limbs? His body temperature? I don't know what experiments you've undertaken, but this is going too far.
Oh, I sense some excitement beneath your indignation. Could it be you wish to join me in my scientific endeavors?
No?
You are a brilliant physician, Dr. Fuller, but this man has the attributes of some kind of animal.
Ecco.
Fascinating. An animal, you say? Could you be more precise? Cephalopod, perhaps?
This amuses you.
Your reaction does. I know your thirst for knowledge, Doctor. It's your innocent worries for this man that have you overreacting.
For this man, and the others whose medical files you've been hiding.
I have to protect my discovery. These people owe me their life, but the world isn't ready yet. It will be, in time.
I will not
Certo.
let you do this.
No,
You
Colden, non ti
disappoint me,
mettere in
Marie,
mezzo,
but I still
scappa.
have hope you'll one day share my point of view. In the meantime, take care of your own patients and try not to forget who you're dealing with.
Was that a threat? What did he mean?
C'è anche
It was a
l'infermiera.
warning. Dr. Fuller is this institution's founder and one of our profession's most influential voices. My word is of no weight against his. If I continue to protest, I
Ma
will only ruin
scappa.
my reputation
Trova
and
lavoro da
career.
un'altra
It's
parte.
scandalous. Can't we do anything? Is there no evidence of his crimes?
Le cartelle mediche.
I disapprove of Fuller's methods, but his treatments have
No,
saved
non era
more
questo
lives than I
quello.
can
Vabbè,
count.
fa niente.
And Mr. Blake? You said yourself he was dying.
I don't know what to think for now. What I'm sure of is that Fuller is hiding something.
Cosa avrei dovuto semplicemente darlo, non ti mettere in mezzo.
Before I take a chance exposing him.
And where would you find those? In his office? What if you get caught?
I'd rather not think about that. I'm counting on your discretion.
Of course, Doctor. You can count on me. I'll keep mum.
Good. E adesso il controllo.
An unknown medicine. Judging by the other ones, it causes heavy side effects.
Quindi, bene, sta diventando un polipetto, amico di Cthulhu. E anche gli altri?
This place draws you in and never lets you go.
Madonna.
Everybody says it. She's a witch, an old hag. I didn't make this up. And I'm the one who pays. What a pest. It's so unfair.
Chi è che parla? Eh?
I didn't make this up. And I'm the one who pays. What a pest. It's so
Elizabeth? You all right? Why is this room in such a state?
Because, as always, I'm cleaning it by myself. And the water was once again shut off this morning. I had to bother Mrs. Donovan again, giving her a new excuse to belittle me.
Do you really need Mrs. Donovan to open a valve? Why not ask the janitor?
I can't make these decisions without her approval. Imagine if there were a leak. Anyhow, the boiler room is locked half the time. So every time the water gets shut off, I have to go and endure her reproach until she's settled the problem.
I see. Courage, Elizabeth.
Thank you, Doctor.
No, bordello, Elizabeth, mi dispiace. Sì, scusa Elizabeth. Stavo cercando di capire se c'era qualcosa. C'era? Era qui? Dov'era? Ho visto qualcosa, ma... boh, vabbè. Si è messa Elizabeth a... Sì.
It's temperamental, if I understand correctly.
Interessante. Ah, io non mi posso infilare qua.
I have little time for you, Doctor. You'll find out that it's not only the doctors who have things to do. Wait a minute. Where do you think you're going?
Ah, questo è l'ufficio? Sorry.
Dr. Colden.
Mrs. Donovan.
Nobody goes into Dr. Fuller's office. But rest assured, I'll tell him you came by.
That won't be necessary. Thank you.
I will tell him, nonetheless.
Donovan, sei tu. Ok. Quindi, dobbiamo mettere nei guai la Elizabeth per poter entrare nell'ufficio. Sa la
The door
caldaia
to
è
the boiler
chiusa.
room is locked. I have to get the key if I wish to get rid of Donovan.
Quindi, devo trovare il modo.
You're pulling my leg. I'm not joking. I saw the schedule. She's alone in the back.
The doses prescribed by Fuller are far too high.
It's him again.
And the answer is no.
We've been waiting to be restocked for
She
weeks.
doesn't dare say a thing.
Ah sì? Addirittura.
Trovate.
Allora, dobbiamo trovare la chiave della
We won't have
caldaia.
to clean for a while.
And just wait and see
Chiudiamo
next
qua.
time the water's cut off. It's a real show.
Lui. Salve.
Watch out for the water, Doctor.
No, non mi dice niente. E qui? Vabbè, io mi sto fregando. Entra nell'ufficio obiettivi con distrai Donovan e interrompi la fornitura d'acqua. Come faccio a interrompere la fornitura d'acqua? Cioè, non è una cosa tanto semplice.
Chronic insomnia. Like half the island.
Di là sono andata dove dovevo andare. Cucina. Oh. Bene, bene, bene. Cosa abbiamo qui?
Patients and hospital personnel eat the same food.
Ah, beh, bellino. Spero che sia buono per tutti quanti. Chiudiamo. Salve.
Gentlemen, may I help you?
We're waiting on news regarding our mother, Maureen Harding. She came in with a kidney problem, but we haven't heard anything since.
I'm sorry. Dr. Fuller is a very busy man.
Sì.
Well, is there anyone else who can tell us what's going on?
She's our only family, you know? And we can't even see her medical file.
Madonna mia, mo se la visito ed è di nuovo.
Don't worry. I'm aware our institution is not always welcoming.
Finire
But
nei
your
guai
mother
per
is in
questo.
good hands. I'll tend to her myself and keep you informed at once. Would that suit you?
Well, that sure sounds great to us, Doctor. Thank you.
But those are just words, so we're not budging.
Very well. At least I'll know where to find you.
Sì, quando avevo capito anche dove è vostra madre.
Doctor, please. My chest. Oh.
His perfusion of a semi-physiological solution doesn't seem to work. He's undergoing a ventricular fibrillation. Nurse? Deborah, come and help me, please. His potassium level is too high. Replace it with 2% glucose solution with insulin, calcium, and sodium
Hai
bicarbonate.
capito tutto, Deborah?
I'll tend to it right away.
Grande,
Thank
Deborah.
you. He's in your hands.
Vai, Deborah. Fai tu. Ah, tu non sei abbastanza male.
Dr. Colden?
Hello, Betty. I'm looking for the key to the boiler room.
Ah, grande.
What for?
To put it in its place. Perhaps I should do the same with you.
I beg your pardon?
I suspect you of having a little too much fun at Elizabeth's expense. But be warned, it could easily be you they will all be laughing at tomorrow.
You are right, Doctor. The key is in the dormitory office in Block B.
Thank you. I shall go fetch it.
Io non ho una mappa. Ah, ma...
Mrs. Sanders?
Oh, cazzo. Ma è morta? La Sanders è qui, perché? Perché lei è
He
qui?
broke his back in an accident down by the docks.
Ah, the whaling station. What's wrong with me?
What are you talking about?
Doctor, that you?
Yes, it's Dr. Colden. Tell me what happened.
It's the old whaling station.
Ah,
See?
sì.
What did you see there?
Nothing. Nothing at all. The floor was all rotten and I fell straight
Ah.
through.
And that's how you broke your back.
Perhaps. No idea. Passed out.
Chissà. Signora, non mi sembra... Forse è lei?
Ah, so there's Harding. She's still sleeping. Given her file, a nephrectomy would have been inevitable. But Fuller was able to save her kidney.
Beh. Bene, no? Andiamo a dirlo ai figli. Mi è sembrato di vedere dei movimenti strani. Ma io qua posso vedere tutti quanti. Ma che stiamo scherzando? Dov'è il blocco D? Tu, dimmi dov'è il blocco D. Il blocco B. Allora, come si fa a capire? Reception. Mi scusi, dov'è il blocco B?
Dr. Colden,
Salve.
do you want something?
Sì, il blocco B. Questo che blocco è? Allora, vediamo un attimo. Andiamo alla vecchia maniera. Ah, Riverside, questo è l'inizio. Storage.
Sorry, but nobody can take anything until I finish the inventory.
Va bene. Vuoi chiudere la porta?
Please, the fewer interruptions...
Sì, volevo chiuderti la porta, te la lascio aperta e cazzi tuoi. Chi c'è qui?
Dr. Colden, we need you at once in dormitory B.
Ah, è proprio lì.
What is the problem?
Mr. Evans seems to be having trouble with his IV.
I've done an exam. Deborah is looking after him.
And the family of Mrs. Harding is asking to see her medical file.
I'll never understand why it's so hard to see patients' files around here.
Rules are rules. See,
Quindi
with Dr.
quello è il
Fuller,
blocco
he's in
B?
charge. Anyhow, they're still waiting, and I don't think they'll leave until they get what they want.
Understood. Anything else?
As a matter of fact, yes. A man has been brought up from
Oh
the basement.
no, è uno di quelli del manicomio.
What state is he in now?
You should go see for yourself, Doctor.
This man, Edward Pierce. His file is incomplete. What did Fuller do to him?
Ah. Comprendo, va bene. Quindi il blocco B era quello. Cosa c'era anche scritto? No, questa è administration. La Donovan è ancora qua. Sì. Ah, mannaggetta. Allora, vediamo. Quindi blocco A. No. Blocco B. Salve.
So, Doctor, have you been able to examine our mother?
I've tended to her, and I have good news. Her blood analysis is reassuring. Her kidneys are as new.
Are you talking about the same person? This is miraculous.
Sarà tutta
She's
colpa
still
di
recovering,
Fuller, ma...
but you may speak to her upon her awakening.
Oh, thank you so much, Doctor. We'll wait for her to wake up. We've been here since this morning, so it won't make a difference.
Ok. Hanno portato qualcuno dal manicomio. È lui? No, lei si sta prendendo cura di lui. È lui. Di chi è venuto dal seminterrato? Tu no. Salve signora.
Why did nobody tell me about her admission?
Cosa? Finisce anche lei giù come il marito? What? Eh sì, si risolve tutto così, molto bene. Bene, mi sa che devo parlare con te. Ma dov'è sta chiave? Mannaggia.
Dr. Colden, here you are at last.
Salve.
This patient was again brought up to the psychiatric wing. We've been following the treatment you prescribed, but the dysgeusia persists and he's lost a great deal of weight. We haven't been able to move him. The stress makes him hyperallergic.
Oh, cazzo.
Sir, I am going to examine you. Do you understand? Inject him with a dose of pentobarbital, intramuscular, so that I can conduct the clinical examination. He bit his lips so much, they're still bleeding. White froth, evidently because of such drooling. His binds left bloody wounds.
So, Doctor, what should we do with this patient?
Ma Fuller non si occupa di nessuno qui.
You did good work. The tranquilizer is kicked in. Now you can disinfect and bandage his wounds.
Thank you, Doctor. And as to his weight loss?
I'll prescribe an antifungal treatment for his dysgeusia. In the meantime, feed him intravenously.
Vabbè.
It'll be done.
Il giuramento di Ippocrate. Perché non ho detto che è stato maltrattato. Salve.
Intoxication from breathing organic vapors.
Ah, tu sei il prossimo che stai per ricevere dei bellissimi trattamenti da Fuller. Sta cazzo di chiave. Questo è il blocco B. Quindi la chiave è qui. Oh.
The key to the boiler room.
Bene,
All
cazzi
I have to
vostri.
do is shut off the water and hope Donovan takes the bait.
Bene, dobbiamo memorizzare bene come è fatta tutta la zona perché qui bisogna essere veloci. Allora. Ok, l'amministrazione è qui. Farmacia. Perfetto. Quindi io entro. Madonna, che disastro, che schifo anche. Ok. Che sei seria?
I can't shut this with my bare hands. I need a tool.
Che sei seria? Perché non hai le braccione potenti di Edward. Scusa, chiudiamo qui. Un tool? No, questo è...
The operating room is never accessible after an operation.
Peccato, potevo trovare uno strumento.
In theory, this is where we hang the key to the boiler room.
Ah, sì?
Dr. Fuller always keeps his key with him.
Vabbè, puoi lasciarlo anche lì, cioè nel senso adesso abbiamo trovate. Che c'è? Che c'è? Chiudi. Allora, c'è qualcosa di indagine. Ah, ah, quindi è quando c'è un oggetto nella zona da raccogliere. Quindi cosa mi sono persa nel seminterrato con Edward? Non si sa. Va bene. Boiler room. Ok. That's the momento.
I feel guilty about Elizabeth, but I need the diversion. It's temperamental, if I understand correctly.
Dr. Colden, might there be a problem with the water?
I was about to mention it. It seems it's been cut off yet again.
I can't take this, Marie. I feel I'm gonna burst.
Ma
It's not your
povera
fault if we have defective
disgraziata.
plumbing.
And yet, I'm the one who gets punished because I'm gonna have to square off with that annoying old witch. Courage, Elizabeth. Here we go. And hold your tongue this time.
Elizabeth, ti anticipo. E chiudiamo anche la porta della boiler room, che semmai a qualcuno venisse in mente di... Donovan, si è teletrasportata?
At last. The missing files must be hidden here.